What is going on, everybody? We're back with another Tokyo Ghoul Dark War, and very long time since I've uploaded. I know. I had quit the game. I had, for I want to say a month to a month and a half. I quit playing because I didn't like the direction the game was headed. There was some very scummy practices that Game Samba were using. I mean, I think there was like 4 pay to win, pay to play festivals in a row at the time. Nerfing the drop rate on the boxes. There's a bunch of shit that just made me not even want to play anymore. And I paid for every festival. Every festival that came out, I paid and I completed them. It was just, I didn't like the way it was headed. The paying, I think the festivals got more expensive as they went on too, and then maybe they slowly dropped again. I don't know. The new festivals are pretty good. I mean, you can get a character to 5-star if you decide to top up on these. At least the last one. I don't know about this one because it's 55. The last festival with Kaneki and Toka, this one, if you topped up, you could get. Like I didn't top up at all ever since I started playing again. I haven't spent a dime on the game, and you could see I got them to almost halfway to 5-star just from the festival for free. I did spend diamonds. I mean, I did complete all of these, every single quest I did, but I did not top up. So I like these new festivals. They're pretty good. For some reason, you have to do it though. Like if you're gonna start the festival, then you have to follow through because all the rewards come, not all, but majority of the rewards come near the end of the festival. Like the plunder is 2 every time, not a big deal. Arena is 2 every time, but the trials you can see like you don't get anything until the last 2 days, and you get 5 and 5 stamina. You get nothing until the last 2 days. You get 10 and 15. Gold, you don't get anything. Diamond consumed, I think you get nothing for the up to 4,000, and then 10, and then 10, and then 20. The clear stages, you get nothing, and then 10 and 20. And then this goes 5 all the way to the last 2 days, then 10, then 20. It does get more expensive, but still, in the login reward, you get nothing until the last day. You get 10. And actually, it looks like even if you do this festival, plus you get the 80 if you finish it. I don't think that this is the same. I want to say that the other festival gave you at least 5 of the Kaneki and Toka bios each time for shards. I don't know. I'll have to count. I'm gonna count real quick and then I'll just cut this out. 2, 4, 6. So if you manage to do everything without topping up and get 2 what the hell is it? Yeah, if you're able to do everything without topping up, I guess it is the same because you get 80 right here for just completing the festival. So that's the 3-star character unlocked, and then you can get 200 shards. It costs 100 to get them to 4-star, and then 200 to get them to 5-star. So you would have pretty much exactly this. I don't know how I got 93 out of 200. I don't know why it's not an even amount, because they give them to you in intervals of 5. So maybe the festival is the same. But overall, I like it. I like the new festivals. They're definitely a lot better than the direction that it was headed. Plus, they're more spread out. They're not every fucking week with a new character. And you can see I had almost every character unlocked, or I did have every character unlocked, I think, when I stopped playing. Maybe not. I stopped right around the time that this batch came out, the Hirako batch, with the Yukata characters. So, yeah. Kaneki Yukata, Hinami, who was there? Amon Dual Blade. Anybody else? Anybody else? I think it was them. I know there's more than that. I gotta be missing someone. Oh, Toka Yukata. There's gotta be at least one more, I feel like. Nope. And then Hirako, probably. These new SSRs, the like the yellow ones. are, on paper, they're much better than older SSRs. Their base stats are really good. I assume the scaling is going to be the same. You can see, let's go with Hirako is who I have from the last batch, the only character I have not unlocked. So he's a DPS. So let's check with another DPS. Let's look at Rize. She's got 551 attack and 251 defense. So let's compare that. Let's see if there's one more DPS we can compare. Same thing, 551 and 251. Then we look at Hirako, and he's got 458 and 209. Now that's not doesn't seem like that's too huge of a difference, but that's like a 20% difference, give or take. At least for the defense, and then for the attack, it's, I don't know, I can't do the math right now. It's between 10 and 20%. So, I mean, if that goes by scaling, that's pretty significant when you start getting to the millions of health and the hundreds of thousand attack and stuff late game. That's a pretty good bump. Let's see, HP 30%, attack 20, and then HP 40% for him. I believe the new characters also have better links. Yeah, 45% HP, 30% attack, 30% attack, and then 60% HP. So their bonds, I mean, are much better. So these new characters, stat-wise, are really, really good. Now, I don't have any of them. I skipped Shinohara on his banner. I skipped it. This was from Tokyo Search. That's why I have a lot. She's got her festival going on, obviously. The only one I'm really interested in right now is maybe Kuroiwa, or we really need a fucking green tank real bad. And I think it was this Tsukiyama, but possibly the other one. It was one of the Tsukiyamas. Increased dodge rate, reflect damage equal to HP when 6 of it. Yeah, this is, I think this was the Tsukiyama. Just kidding. He doesn't have shit besides dodge and a taunt. Maybe it was this one. Add a shield that can avoid control and debuff effects for 3 times the caster is pretty good. Reduce their damage by 5 seconds and a taunt. Quite good. Stun. Very good. Each attack or skill adds a prey mark to the target. When the target has 5 prey marks, will consume all those. Yeah, I think this guy looks pretty good. Seems kind of similar to Gourmet in a way. And Gourmet is, I mean, this guy's been getting really good in the new arena mode. This very, very good. He's very good in the new arena mode. That's why I've been leveling him up. He was like one of the first SSRs that I got. Second one, I believe. I think Nora was the first, then Tsukiyama, Gourmet. And I haven't touched him ever since then, but I leveled him up to orange level 80. I'm trying to get all my characters that I use for the arena to level 80 at least. But before I just keep babbling on, I will... we're gonna go look at the new story mode, because it's pretty damn tough, but essentially it's the same thing as Tokyo Search and regular story mode. It's the same fucking stages. It's like just a mix of them combined. The same stages. You can see I got up to Act 7, 7.5. I can't do because I need to be level 94. I was struggling real hard on 7.4. I was only able to 1-star it. I probably could have 2-starred it with either. Oh no, wait, maybe I couldn't. There was, I think I was thinking of this one in this act. Yeah, this one, no HP recovery or win with only Kokaku. I think Kokaku is yellow, or I believe it's yellow. So I could have done this, which is my regular team with Arima. Or I don't remember exactly what it was. It was one of these, and I would have been able to do it, but it was too much of a pain. I probably would have been able to 2-star. It was too much of a pain, so I just said fuck it and just 1-starred it. Whoops, because it doesn't really matter if you can't 3-star every stage. You're not getting the rewards. I am excited for Chapter 7 because you get Yamori's pliers in here. which is awesome because you can get his weapon. These weapons add a lot of RC. Like, my Arima was pretty low in RC. And he wasn't super low in RC, but he was lower than my Noro, that's for sure. He was at least 50k, if not more, RC lower than my Noro. But this guy, his RC with his weapon is crazy. I'll show you what his RC is compared to Noro's in a second. Once I swap my team back to, where is he? Right here. Okay, so he's at 636,000 RC right now, and Noro's at 571,000. This guy skyrocketed. I have his weapon maxed out at 5 stars, and it's also red, so I can't upgrade it anymore. The stat upgrades, well, they're not huge. 50k is 53k HP is a pretty good amount, and I mean the best part is this: another 15% on that 50k. 15% defense on both magic and physical. That's really good. The attack, 15% attack is whatever, but I guess it's okay because of his 5-star ability. The 8% anti-crit is pretty cool. That's good. And then 15% damage resist and damage amplify, so 15% more damage and damage reduction. And then this just it's kind of lame because he's such a super tank. All they did was increase the multiplier on his 3rd skill to almost triple, which it hits pretty hard now, but he's Arima. He's a tank. He's a like unkillable tank. I guess damage is kind of something he needs, but at the same time, why not make him more unkillable? He's already pretty next to unkillable, so I really don't know what they could have done. One more thing I want to talk about before we get to that chapter. They added, where is it? They added awakenings, so you can awaken SR characters into SSR characters, which is pretty cool. The first time there was only a few characters. I think Arima, this guy, I got him to SSR. He was the first one that I awakened, and it's kind of a letdown, to be honest. He didn't gain nearly as much RC as I thought, like maybe 10 to 20k. Like if you look at something like this, you could see attack growth rate plus 20%, HP growth rate plus 155%, and then physical and I can't remember what the S ever stands for. Physical and magical defense, unless it's supposed to be M for magical, but the defense is 15%. That sounds like some pretty huge stat boosts. So I was expecting a lot more for Arima. Obviously, the higher RC they're going to be, the bigger RC jump you're going to get, and he's only at like 320,000, so it's not huge. But he is missing a bond, I believe. He's missing oh no, wait, I did get his bonds all done. But still, I mean, it was kind of a letdown. Let's go look at like someone for Rize to see if it's relatively the same. Okay, so slightly different for Rize because, wow, actually Hiname's is way higher. What the fuck? I think Arima's was similar to this, to like 7% attack, HP 32%, 3%. Let's go look at one more DPS who has it. I believe Rabbit has one. Yeah, so I guess all the modifiers are different, but like that's pretty low. I honestly can't remember what Arima's was before, but if it was low like Rabbit's and Toka's, then that makes sense for why it was barely anything, because that's a small jump. But if you go look at, I think he was one of the original ones too, and it's also pretty low. So maybe that's what his was. But you look at Hiname's, and holy shit, her stat boosts are massive, absolutely huge. 155% HP. That is absurd. She's at almost 2 million HP right now. I mean, she's gonna what, jump up to like almost 5 million HP. That's more than Arima has. Like that. That's just some quick math. It's probably 155% of her base HP, and not all the other modifiers built into it. Oh no, it's only for her growth rate, so it's not going to be anywhere near close to that. But it's still going to be a way bigger boost than what's his name got, Arima got. And she also has this that you get from the new story mode, and you can get it up to 5 stars fairly easily if you finish it. And it does the same lame ass thing. It just gives her second skill, I believe it is, the spin. Or no, it's the first skill. It's the first or second, but it just gives a multiplier like almost 10 times more damage. But she's a support. Her damage is already pitiful as it is, so that's next to useless. And you can see the upgrades are the same: HP, defense, attack. Actually, the only difference is the cooldown as opposed to the anti-crit, and then the damage resistance stuff. Like, they're pretty much just copied and pasted. I'm guessing tanks have anti-crit, supports have reduced cooldown, and then I don't know what DPS have because I don't have one yet, but I'm guessing it's probably like crit or something like that, something, and they're all just copied and pasted based on if they're tank, DPS, or support, which is kind of a lame letdown because they could have done a lot more. I think I have one for, let me see, actually there's right here, you can see which ones you've got. I've got hers. I thought I had gotten one more. Paper umbrella for her and water balloon for Yukata. Do I have Rize Yukata? Because I want to see what hers look like if I do. I don't think I do. Oh no, she's down there. I thought there was one more that I got because this second batch, I believe, was better. Rabbit, I don't know if she had one right away. Let's look at what hers does. Okay, hers is HP. It's the same thing, copied and pasted. Actually, it's cooldown. It must be for fucking DPS because she's a DPS, and the same thing, just ups her multiplier. Kind of lame. I hope when they add more, they change them to make, you know, to focus on the individual character rather than just the generic copy and paste of another RC bump. I mean, these RC bumps are nice and everything, but like, there's no purpose to them. There's just no purpose whatsoever. You don't need to get this strong. Doesn't matter what your RC is. You can complete almost everything in the game, except for story mode. But like, the story mode is so unbalanced that you go from shit being super easy to just being stupid hard. Like, I went from 3-starring this mission to 1-starring this one. And the only reason that this mode is even slightly hard is because of these stupid fucking win with blue, yellow, green, and red. Especially this one right here. Not that one. I think it's this one. Or this one. I think it's this one. 5-5, yeah. Ukaku is green, and you have to keep everybody's health above 40%. But like, if you go look at the characters, you got Kaya's green, Owl's green, which I use both of them, and then I think I go with Kuzen. But let's just go look at the MTs real quick for green. Your only fucking option is Kuzen. Almost all these fucking tanks are blue. Blue, 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 blue. I mean, there's one yellow and one green. For yellow, luckily, Dojima is actually a really good tank. He has, I think he has a taunt. He has a stun, and he heals like crazy. Does he not have he has a stun there, 2 stuns, and maybe he doesn't have a taunt, but if you can get him to hold the aggro, this dude just dodges and heals a lot. He's at least good. Kuzen, I mean, this dude is tanky as shit, but he just doesn't do anything other than that. He has nothing. He just attacks with that. He slows them, which doesn't matter in story mode because you're kind of just standing there auto-attacking each other. And then he increases his physical and magical defense and taunts for a little bit, and then that's it. Like, he's not very good at protecting the team. Other than this taunt, he can't do much of anything. He has no shields. He has no stuns. He doesn't have shit. He kind of just is really tanky. Other than that, like Arima has, go look at him. He's got a stun, right? On his first skill, he's got a stun. He's got a shield that puts up everybody on the team on his third skill. And then he's got this, which just does damage. And then if you get him to 5-star, every ability has a shield. This guy, Kaneki Yukata, is also kind of not too great because he taunts with his first skill, which is good. He can stun one target, I believe, or maybe more with his second skill. And then it increases his dodge. And then this is good. Like, if you're just trying to not die, then he's a decent tank. But to not take damage or to heal, he's not that great. Shinohara, I imagine, would be slightly better. He can reduce attack speed, which can be pretty good. He can create a shield that can block a skill. I believe once you get him to 5-star, this goes on everybody. So yeah, it gives your teammate a damage reduction shield. It's either that or it's just a flat 20% damage reduction. I don't know. And then his third is just he can stun on auto attacks and stuff. So I mean, I think he'll do decent, but still not that great. You know, I don't know. But you have options. You have a lot of blue options, so you don't really need to look at them. There's only one green, one yellow tank in the game. You have pretty much no options, and and both of them are SRs too. You've got SSRs red and blue, multiple blue. Like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SSR blues, like tanks. Like what the fuck? One SSR red tank, and none of the rest. It's kind of dumb. That just puts a restriction on there that makes it inflated. The difficulty is definitely inflated because it shouldn't be that hard just because you don't have options. But back to the original difficulty, it just goes from stupid hard to, I mean, really easy to just hard the next level. Like, it doesn't make sense. So adding all these RC boosts and everything doesn't do much unless they're going to adjust the difficulties in the game. It's the same thing for Cochlea. You get to around 85 plus and you just hit a fucking brick wall. Like, I haven't progressed in Cochlea in probably like the past 3 or 4 months. It's been that ridiculous. I don't even try anymore. I just reset and that's it. I haven't tried in months because even if I'm able to do maybe one level, that's it. I'm going to be stuck on that level for months again. And it was the same with story until they adjusted it and just made it easy again, which is not really what I wanted. I want a gradual difficulty, so like when you level up, maybe when you hit level 94, you can actually feel the power difference and you might be able to clear a level that you haven't been able to. But it's not like that whatsoever. And it's also the same with Tokyo Search. Once you hit chapter 6, 5.5.6.1, it's just next to impossible. It's silly. So that's one thing that I hope they could add with these weapons, make something unique to the characters that can help with difficulty, not just a flat RC bump, because it doesn't do anything unless they're going to adjust the game. But I am excited to get Yamori's players, but at the same time, it's on stage 7 and I'm already hitting the brick wall at the end of stage 5, and I'm guessing it's going to rotate. This is Ukaku only for this stage. This one's Bikaku. This is Ukaku. This is probably fucking Kokaku. So like you have to use 3 characters, and especially when it gets to that brick hard difficulty, when you're forced to not use your main team, like everybody's main team for story is probably Noro, Arima, and Yamori, Hinami, or Hinami Yukata, one of those 3. Probably not even Yamori because he can't stun, so either Hinami, the SR version, or Hinami Yukata. And that's it. That's the team that you basically have to take on these maps that become so difficult. You just need Arima to have his shield up the whole time. Nobody does enough damage because Noro, even if you're like, if you don't have his 3rd skill up as Noro, you just don't do anything. You do no damage. And then you need Hinami for the heal, just in case you do take some damage, and her stun is also helpful. But enough rambling. Let's go on with the story. I'll show you how I did some of these and what teams I used. I'm going to skip chapter 1 because it's probably fairly easy. I don't know what's easy because I'm probably a lot higher level in RC than most of yous. But we're just going to skip it. Use without using Rinkaku. This is, yeah, we'll just skip it. Rinkaku only. I'll just tell you some good Rinkaku characters that you can use. Half-Kaku Jikaneki is good. Mask is good. Yamari is good. Yukata is good if you need a tank. Hinami is obviously amazing if you need support or heals or anything like that. Wounded is Butthole, at least in his damage. At least, I mean, he might have gotten better at 5-star. I honestly don't know. I don't care because there's better options. Half-Kakuja does more damage than him. Yamari's going to probably do more damage than him. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, obviously Hinami Yukata is just a better version of the SR version of her, so she's also really good. Can't wait to get her to 5-star to replace my SR version of Hinami. And I don't have any of these characters leveled, so can't tell you. This guy is actually pretty good as a starter character. He gets outclassed. He doesn't do anything except for a stun, which a lot of people have, and then this, which Yamari, Hinami, there's lots of characters that have this. Other than that, you don't need him, but he works. Especially since it's only chapter 1, and then any of these new characters are probably going to work. I would guess Rize would work. Take would probably work. Okay, so let's get on to chapter 2. This one's easy enough. I'm mainly just going to go over stage 3 and 4 and 2. I think the one that forced you to do it without Kokaku. So Kokaku is blue, I believe. Let's go in here with out of blue and check. I believe it's blue. Okay, it is blue. So, whoops, I did not mean to close the game. I just meant to close the actual story. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so, without a blue character, so if your main, let's see, if you're using Arima Ixa in there, could be tough, but decent replacements for tanks. Like I said, is Yukata. Kuzen could probably work since it's only chapter 2 and it's fairly early. He might be able to work. I forget what he does. He has a taunt. Clears debuffs, reduces damage. So he has a damage reduction and a taunt. And he does more damage than the average tank because he's got a lot of DPS oriented skills, so he would be able to work probably. Kurto, oh no, he's blue. Actually, so is Amon, he's blue too. So Yukata works, Kuzen would probably work, and Dojima would probably work if you really need a tank. But it's only 2-2, so you might be able to just bring Hinami, Yamori, and Noro, something like that, or just bring Hinami and you should be able to just heal up through the damage. It shouldn't be too tough. Okay, so 3 is easy enough. There's no restrictions. With and without Kokaku is at the same as 2. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I'll show you just what you would do. So just swap in Hinami, and if you have Owl or Half-Kakuja, both of them would work well to help, because they have a really long stun. So like you could see, I'm going to damage myself from the 3rd skill, but you just heal up to full with Hinami's passive. I don't know why I didn't heal there, but you should heal. Maybe you don't heal or something on the skill. Maybe you gotta actually auto attack, which doesn't make sense because you should easily be able to heal. Or maybe Kai is killing them beforehand. I'm not actually gonna kill the boss because I don't want to waste the 20 energy. But you get the drift. You can pop your skill in the meantime if you want. You could just stand here and heal back up to full. You got plenty of time. Yeah, so we're just gonna stop there so we don't waste it. So that one's fairly easy enough. So let's go on to 2-5. Win with blue heroes only. So this is the 5th stages are the more complicated ones. They suck with the restrictions. You are gonna need Adima for sure. Maybe not on 2-2, but the later ones, he's pretty much a requirement. I would say this guy's your best bet for DPS. Let's double check. Blue DPS, I would say it's probably him. Yeah, that's pretty much the only fucking option for blue DPS besides this guy. Like, what? They need to really look at what they're doing. There's so many blue tanks. There's only one blue DPS. Like, what the hell? Why is this so fucking stupid? And supports, there's pretty much only one blue support. There's 2. Like, no, she doesn't matter because she's SR. And the new Akira and the new Tsukiyama. But like, I just don't like there's no green supports whatsoever. There's just none. I mean, you're not gonna use a fucking Enter version of Takizawa, and you're not gonna use Eto because she doesn't do anything. She's fucking useless. She could put a heal on you, and then that's it. After that heal, it's a pretty big heal, mind you, but other than that, she's fucking worthless. She doesn't do anything. So there's no green supports, one blue DPS, pretty much no green or yellow tanks. They're just stacking. Blue seem to be mostly tanks. Red and green seem to be all DPS. At least all top tier DPS. Noro and Shachi are the exception of being yellow, but other than that, I guess this new Shinohara is probably decent as yellow, but he's new. Hoji, I feel he could be good. His kit looks good, and the new Toka, so I mean, at least they're doing it right by DPS standards, but you could just see they favor DPS by how many DPS there is compared to tanks and supports. And then supports, there's no green supports to use whatsoever. Yellow, your options are fucking worthless. There's no yellow supports. I mean, I don't know what Coma does. I don't know if he does anything. Stuns them. That's it. He stuns them. Yeah, that's awful. He's awful. He's terrible. So you don't have an option as the yellow support. You're not using any NR character, and I'm not even gonna check his R version if he sucks as an SR version. I mean, your only option is Tatara, who again does nothing. He doesn't do anything. Nothing. He's just really tanky. Other than that, he doesn't do shit. His passive is why he's good, or why he was good, and that's only for Ghoul expulsion, just to give you more damage. Other than that, he sucks. He doesn't do anything. So you have no yellow option, no green option. Pretty much all the good supports are red. Mask, Hinami. This guy's okay, but not as a support. As a DPS support hybrid, he's not even a color. And I'm sure that these characters will probably be good, which is red and blue again. I mean, blue, you have one option, Gourmet, right now. Unless you have some of the new characters, then one of these two. So, no green, no yellow, one blue, 3 reds. Red is pretty much the only option for support. It's kind of stupid that they added these restrictions when the whole type system that they added is flawed, because there's not enough option. But yeah, your team with blue is gonna have to be Arima, Shinohara, Amon, Kuroiwa, any of these tanks. Ryoko's probably decent enough as an R character, to be honest. She puts a barrier up, which is pretty good. That's actually a good tanking ability. And the effects healing skills will be improved. Oh, the effects of healing skills will be improved. She's at least got a shield, which is pretty good. And it's only she's an R character. But yeah, you pretty much just want to go with Kuroiwa, Amon, him. He's also really good. He's got a shield that absorbs damage for himself, I believe. A heal for himself. A taunt. This, I believe, is a taunt. Yeah, it taunts, and it puts a shield on himself. And it's his first skill, so it's got a short-ass cooldown, so he can taunt a lot. He can restore himself, restore health, and I don't even think he needs to hit anybody to do that because of real-time PvP. And then lowers the HP limit of allies, if I read that right. And then a damage reduction passive. So it's a fairly low one, but still, he's a good option. Corey, either of these guys probably be good if you manage to have them yet. I don't know if they were released. He had a Tokyo search. I'm not sure. I don't remember if he was a banner or not, and I don't know if he came out or not. Yeah, and any of the SSR tanks, pretty much. Almost all the SSR tanks. All of them are good in one way or the other. Yukata's probably one of the weaker ones. I think Kuroiwa has a taunt, right? And a stun, attack speed reduction. I don't know. Well, yeah, you can use any of the tanks. Your DPS is gonna have to be Arima, young version of him, because he's literally the only fucking blue option you have, other than the fucking like one of the first characters you get in the game, which nobody's using. So it has to be him. So if you don't have him built up, start fucking building him. And then blue, it has to be Gourmet. Like that. Wow. I didn't even realize that when I was clearing it. I had Arima already somewhat built at like level 60, so I decided to put him up to 80 because he got his awakening. And he was one of the 2 SSR characters that were good, or SR characters that were good enough, as DPS wise, I mean. Like exceptional, not good enough, because there's some decent ones, like Rize's okay, Wounded. This guy Rinkaku is decent when you first start playing, stuff like that. But like Kaya and Arima were both exceptional SRs when I first started playing, and I decided to go with Kaya over Arima. But I had him decently built. So I thought that was a good team that I was using. I didn't even realize that it was the only option. And then Gourmet, like I said, I've been using him a lot in the new arena mode, the 3v3 arena, 3-team arena. So I've been using him, again, not realizing only option. So let's put them on the team and you can see what it looks like. Get rid of Noro, we'll just throw Tsukiyama, and that really, I don't know why I decided to put him in Noro's gear, but whatever. This one should be fairly easy enough. I don't recall any of them being too difficult. Oh, this is just a boss fight, so yeah, this should be really easy. You could just take your Arima, charge in, taunt, and let your other Arima and shit do work. You might have to kill these guys if they heal or whatever. I don't know what they do. You just walk up to them, kill them. I'm not going to clear the stage, but whoops. Yeah. I don't know if that was a stage that had healers or not. I can't really tell because they died somewhat quick. So let me see if I can do it without Adima, because he probably does the most damage out of all the characters except for the one I'm controlling. Let's do it with like the level 50 Kuroiwa and see if it's doable. I imagine it is. Level 80 Gourmet, level 80 Adima should be more than enough, I would assume. New Shinohara looks pretty badass. So does Kuroiwa. I completely missed Kuroiwa, like straight up, flat out missed him. Didn't even notice that he was introduced into the game. So this is one of the easier objectives where you just don't die. Okay, so these guys are healing, so just walk up to them and kill them the second they come up. Looks like they spawn from the left every time, so let's do that one more time and see if maybe they come out at a specific time, 20 seconds in or something like that. If I could do it with a level 50 Kuroiwa, you could probably do it somewhat easily. I know my Adima is level 80 and he's already awakened and everything, but he, like I said, he didn't gain too much RC from that awakening. Just if you're having trouble with it, I guess build up your Adima to do work for you, because it's your only option. You don't have a choice. Okay, so we are 12 seconds in and they come and they do heal. So yeah, just at about 10 seconds I would run over to the left and try to nuke them down the second they come up. If you could stand above them and fire his third skill down, it might be able to cleave through them. And you might be able to do that. Kill him fairly easily. We'll move on to chapter 3. Doesn't matter. Okay, win without Ukaku, which is without green. This one should be easy enough. I mean, as long as it's not yellow. Although Ukaku might be yellow, but I think it's green. I'm gonna check by going into it. Put my main team back. We'll get Kaya out of here for Hinami. I believe it's green. As long as it's not yellow, it should be easy enough, because Nora will just do the work for you. If this is the yellow one, it might be a little tougher. This is the yellow one. Okay. So this one might be a little tougher because you don't have Noro. So I would suggest probably Owl. I think this new Kaneki and Toka might be really good. I don't know for sure, but I feel like I faced them in PvP and they're pretty decent. They're only level 50 purple and they've already got 100k attack. Like, that's pretty good. But let's see. I think Owl would probably be your best bet, to be honest, because let's swap them with Noro and see. Owl, or if you have a rather built Kaya, she might be able to. Half Kakuja might be able to. Yamari might be able to. Shachi, he's not an option because he's yellow. Probably Kisho again. Let's try it with I'm gonna try it with my level 75 Ayato and see if he can manage to do it. Because if I can clear with Ayato, then you could probably clear with anybody. Because Ayato sucks dick. Wait, win with... Oh, with Ukaku only. I completely misread that. Okay. So, I think that's with green only. I think it is green only. Did I click on the 5th stage, or am I... Yeah, I must have just clicked on the 5th stage or something, because this is without using. So, I think it just went on the 5th stage by mistake. We'll get to that. Okay, yeah. Alright. Okay. I'm lost. Because Ukaku is green. Not sure why I, for some reason, didn't think it was green. Win without using Ukaku. Let's see, my team is without an Ukaku. Okay, so it is green. That's what I originally thought. Maybe I'll edit most of this shit out. I don't know. This chapter should be easy enough. You don't use green. Just bring Noro. Noro, and then it doesn't matter who you bring. You just bring Noro for chapter 2, 3-2. Noro, Arima, Hinami. Noro, Arima, that's it. That's all you need is those two, and you're good. And then maybe Hinami, SSR version, or Yamari for the heal, just in case. And then 3-5 might be a little tougher because you cannot use Noro, so this is what I originally thought. So yeah, I would say your best bet would probably be Owl, because he's got a stun. His damage is pretty high, not as high as Noro's obviously, but it's pretty high. You might be able to do it with Owl. Half Kakuja could probably do it. His damage is a lot better ever since he got buffed. Oh my god. It's not win without using Ukaku, it's win with using them only. I don't know. I must be tired or something because I apparently can't read. Okay. Win only using green. So definitely gonna want Owl in this. Let's swap Ayato and Noro around. Get his gear back. Okay, and then this is Owl, so we'll put Owl back. Okay, so we are going to swap out him for, let's see if I could do it without Owl, because he is level 89 and +2 orange, which you might or might not have. I'm gonna see if I could do it with Ayato. Let's see, this new Kaneki and Toka I think would be a pretty decent choice. Toka Yukata I think would also be decent. Kuzen possibly if you need a tank. Kaya would probably work. I really don't have much options. Kaya and Owl are both really well built. So we'll try it with Half Kakuja. He is level 93, but he's only +1 orange. And then oh, actually you have to use green, so yeah. It's between Owl or Kaya. I'm gonna go with Owl because he's a little bit less built, just because he's 4 levels lower. I do believe he is better though. I do think he would definitely be better, and then we'll go with the level 50 characters to see. So a team of, I mean, Ayato could probably work. He's not going to be doing much. Owl or Kaya should be able to carry you through. Owl, especially if you have him at 5-star, his stun will be really, really helpful to be able to suck these guys in and stun them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of that damage came from my Ayato right there. And if that's the case, yeah, this should be easily doable. Easily doable. I'm actually going to clear this one just to see how much damage my Ayato ended up doing compared to my Owl. Because I don't feel like my Owl did shit. I don't even know if he used his 5th skill. Yeah, my Ayato did. Wow, look at the damage on that level 50 fucking Toka and Kaneki. I don't know if my Owl just did absolute butthole, or if that Toka and Kaneki are really good. But he didn't do too much more than my Ayato. My Ayato barely did more than that level 50 Toka and Kaneki. But you could see any of those 3 could be able to do it. Kaya also works. Should be able to do it fairly easy enough with Kaya. Okay, let's go on to the next chapter. I think I'm going to go up to chapter 5. Just up to chapter 5, maybe chapter 6. Because after that it starts getting too hard. And if you're that far into it, I doubt you need my help to begin with. And I'm getting kind of tired. Okay, let's go with chapter 4. Win without using Bikaku, which is yellow. This is the one without yellow, I believe. So I would definitely go with Owl. Owl, Half-Kaku, just pretty much the same characters. This is without using yellow, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So this is one of the tougher chapters because you don't have Noro with you, but you can see how hard Owl's third skill hits. His second skill hits fairly hard too, and his first skill just kind of sucks because you just go past everybody and miss usually with it, but you just get carried by his third skill. It almost one-shots it. Even if you're not one-shotting it, you're gonna hit them fairly hard, and they're gonna be stunned for 5 seconds afterwards. Which, if you just bring, who do I have? If you have Arima and Hinami or something, you'll just be untouchable. It doesn't matter. This is an easy one. There's no keep characters above 40%. There's no time limit. It's like 60-second time limit. I mean, Arima, Hinami, Yukata. One of those three. Two of those three. No, oh my god. Arima and one of the Hinamis and Owl or Half-Kakuja or Kaya or pretty much any of those. Probably this Kisho could probably do it. Shachi could do it. No, Shachi can't do it. I take that back because you can't use yellow. The new Toka and Kaneki. The new, not new, but Toka Yukata could probably do it. There's lots of good DPS that can do it that aren't yellow, especially because it's not too super late yet. Like chapter 6 is, chapter 5 and 6 is the end of chapter 5 and 6 is where it starts getting pretty tough. Nothing for that. Nothing for that. And when only using yellow. Okay, this one should be kind of easy, but it also depends on your Noro. So let us swap Noro and Owl around. Kaya and Hinami. And then we have to drop Arima, which kind of sucks, but we are going to put in our best yellow characters, which is Noro, and the other one is, I guess Dojima might be good as a tank. You could use Dojima as a tank. Is that it? Why is this? Where are all the characters at the bottom? I would go with Dojima as a tank. Corey Yui, no, he's blue. Probably just Dojima, or who I'm going to use, which is Tatara. Yeah, that's pretty much your only option, and then Shachi. It has to be Shachi and Noro, I believe. I don't think there's any other option. Let's see, yellow. Yeah, that's your only option. Unless you have Shinohara, you could swap Shachi or Noro with Shinohara. There's no yellow tanks besides Dojima. If you're having a hard time, put Dojima in, and then there's no yellow support at all besides Tatara, and he blows, but he's at least tanky, and he'll give you some more extra attack to maybe get it done quicker. But if your Noro's strong enough, it shouldn't be that hard. You should be able to. Usually, I think the end stages, the 5-5 stages, not the 5-5, but the /5 stages are usually just a boss stage. So you just stand here, don't get too close, wait for them to run up to you, and just pop your 3 and your 1, and try to aim it on the main boss. Don't hit the side characters, because you'll more than likely kill the one boss. And you could see he just got chunked at the end, but I was still able to kill him, and it is a no death one, so it shouldn't be too tough. Although I did almost just die right there, and I am fairly high of a level, so I'll try that one more time to see if we can like bait that. I don't know what hit me to do that much damage. I don't know if it was I think it was Amon or Arima. I didn't see who it came from. Yeah, I didn't see if it came from Dual Blade Amon or if it came from Arima's like long range skills. But you could do this and pull them back, and then you could do that. You could see Shachi just got chunked again too. Don't know who it was. If you're really having a tough time, I'll try one more time, because this does give Tsukiyama shards and orange potions. So I'll take the Tsukiyama shards. I really want to get him built up and get all his skills maxed out. And yeah, I really like the character. Gourmet is top notch, and he works really well with Mask in the new arena mode too. They can both shields. They both put shields up, and it's almost like a mini Arima. And he can heal too a good amount, your whole team. I'm gonna try to grab Tatara because he's so tanky and run in and see if my Noro, the AI of my Noro, is just smart enough to do anything to stay back without dying. It looks like he is, so that was a lot easier. You could see I didn't almost die with any of the characters there. So if you are having trouble, you could do that. Just grab your Tatara, run in and do it, or your Dojima, run in and have him pull back, and just hope that your Noro AI pops his third and then his first, which he probably will most of the time. So let's move on to chapter 5. The hard one is win without using Rinkaku. This one is not hard. Actually, it might be somewhat tough. No, I don't think it is. Let's see. Who's usually here? It's usually Kaya and Arima. Yeah, I don't think you'll have too tough of a time because you can use Arima and Noro, which is the main combo. Hinami is just pretty much icing on the cake. But let's check who we can use. Kind of sucks because I'm pretty sure all the characters that have that healing aura, like Hinami, Yamori, and the new Hinami, that's the only ones that I can think of, and Kaneki, the An version of him, they're all red. I don't know, you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't know if any other characters have the healing aura for your whole team that isn't red. And if that's the case, again, fucking options, Game Samba, Jesus Christ. But let's go with, I'm not going to bring my Kaya because Kaya, Noro, Arima is too strong. It'll be too easy, so let's just, it's still going to be easy with Arima and Noro probably, so let's just go throw like, let's go throw Banjo in there, a level 15 green Banjo. And as long as there's no death requirement, not a no death, oh there is not a no death. So we're not going to go with Banjo. We're going to go with just some random level 50 scrub. Whoops. Okay, we'll just go with... You know what? We'll just throw Dojima in there. Just because he's somewhat tanky. So maybe he won't die. Okay, win without using... Rinkaku, yeah, that's red. Okay, this is a bomb one, so as long as the bombs don't have 1 health, it shouldn't be too tough. I mean, as long as you got Arima in there anyway, shouldn't matter. I'm gonna see if I can complete this without using my Noro's 3rd skill, but you can see his damage is butthole. If he even decides to hit, I don't know why this guy's dodging so much. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, I didn't really want to use my 1st skill there. But, like, yeah, I'm not even going to use my 3rd skill. At least, I'm going to try not to. I might at the boss. But I'm going to try not to. Because if I can do it without using Noro's 1st skill, then you can... There's no way that my Noro does more damage without using his 1st skill than yours does using his 3rd skill. So it should easily be doable. Ayato shouldn't be too hard. I don't imagine it'll be too hard. He doesn't have any stuns or anything. It's just Ayato. He takes butthole damage, but no time limit again, so I mean with Arima's shields you can see it's easily doable. If you really need some health or something, you could just run around and kill the boxes. Like, I would leave Noro here and take Dojima or your third character and run around and hit the boxes for some health pools like that. Because they should be able to handle themselves. But yeah, he might have used his third skill at the end when I took control of Dojima. But you could see it was going to be done easily. So yeah, that's another easy one. As long as you can use those two, you're good. If you don't have a 5-star Arima, you're probably not going to make it very far in this quest. You need him. He's pretty much mandatory. Yeah, he's basically mandatory. He's just the god of this game. He is the absolute god. Okay, now the one that I could not do because you have to use only green characters and there's no fucking tank to do so. I'll show you who I used. I'm going to swap him out with him for now. I'm going to throw Owl in here, my absolute best gear. And then we are going to take Kaya in. I think we can actually upgrade. Oh, both of them have their gloves upgraded. Okay, and then for green, there's just no option for green. You might be able to use Toka and Kaneki for like triple DPS. It might be able to do it. I don't think that's gonna be possible. But actually, let's try that. No, I don't think it's possible because if my fucking if my Owl and Kaya, which are both almost as high level and they're pretty highly built, if they can't do it with the DPS they have, there's no way a level 50 is gonna add that much more. I don't think, but let's try it. The hard part is keeping them above 40%. You could do one or the other. You could go in with Arima. It sucks that you have to get all three of them together because you could go in with Arima, Hinami, and Noro and easily do it without 40% or above 40% health. But then you would fail the use only green character objective. And then if you go with the only green character objective, you're going to fail the 40% HP one because these guys are pretty damn tanky, and you can see this is my Kaya, that I've been having since day one, and my Owl who does really high damage, and you can see like these ads have a lot of health. Kaya's getting wrecked. She's already below 40% easily. So I don't believe, I didn't mean to kill that, but I don't think you can go in with your regular team, to be honest. And I don't think swapping it out with another green character like the new Toka and Kaneki is going to do anything. I will try it just in case, but I still don't think it's going to be enough damage. I think they're just going to die right away. He's got my next best set of DPS gear on, so, or no, half Kakuja does, so let me bring him back and swap him with half Kakuja, then swap him with the new Toka and Kaneki. What is their RC at right now? 269 with missing a bond because we don't have the Tsukiyama, so you're technically missing 3 bonds. And they're only level 50 in purple, their RC is going to be pretty damn high once you get them fully built. I'm actually going to take control of them to see what kind of damage they do once I use the stun on Owl, because you have to use the stun on him. I don't think this quest would be too bad if those fucking ads didn't spawn behind you, but those ads just come, and Kaya is really squishy. Wow, is that... No way. Oh, I thought that was the boss. Yeah, Kaya is just so squishy. She's just... Yeah, you can see it. How much damage do these motherfuckers do? Damn. I hope it shows me the damage meter at the end of this, just because I want to see. Wow. Their damage is stupid. Oh my god. That's crazy. So you might be able to do it if you have them built. Other than that team, though, I don't know. I can't do it. And maybe if you have these guys built, because goddamn that damage was pretty fucking impressive for being half the RC as my Kaya and half of my Owl. Like that's some good stuff. Yeah, go with that team, I guess. If you're really trying to 3-star, that's my only suggestion. If you manage to do it with that team, let me know in the comments, because that's the only team that I can think is viable. I don't think anybody else could do it. You get replaced with Owl. Let me see if there's any other green characters that might be able to do it. You're probably looking at some of the new characters. Maybe Toka Christmas. I don't know how her damage is, or Hoji. I haven't seen their damage, but yeah, maybe with them. Okay, and then the last chapter we're gonna go to 6. At least what I can do in 6. This one is win without using Kokaku, which is blue, I believe. Is this blue? Because that seems pretty tough to do without blue. But if you're gonna do it, I usually use Mask as my replacement to Arima because he has a shield. I was gonna say Gourmet, but he's blue. So let's see if there's any tanks or supports that can do anything. Maybe Yukata. Maybe, just maybe. Like and probably Hinami. You could probably do it with Hinami Yukata. Probably regular Hinami. Unless that's who I'm bringing with. Yeah, I'm actually going to bring this team. And this should be good. Oh yeah, I remember this stage. This stage was pretty hard. I died a couple times, I think. But I think I was bringing Kaya with me. I don't think I had Hinami with me. And then I swapped her out. No, I didn't. This was the team I was using. You could see how just absolutely fucking chunked I'm getting. These dudes hit hard. They hit really hard. If you don't have, you can't do it without Hinami, because you can't bring Arima in here, and you need the fucking heals, because Noro does so much damage that he just heals to full. Especially if you have his 3rd skill up, you're gonna heal to full. I'm actually gonna wait out here because I just popped my 3rd, and now it's on cooldown, but it's ticking during the introduction. So I was gonna try to wait out here. I'm gonna let her go in for the stun though, to get everybody stunned first, and then pop his 3rd, and we should be able to do it from here. Pop his 2nd just in case. Yeah, there you go. I was mid-animation of killing him, but that's how you do that stage. And I think that's it. Wow, look at this bug right here. It's got the thing right here. It's got the whole fucking screen bugged. God damn, the boss bugged and everything. Oh my god, whole screen is bugged. What the fuck? Okay, now 6. Why can't I? Oh, win with Kokaku only. So yeah, win without blue and no healing. Like, this is so fucking stupid. Because we'll go look at the blue. Like we already know, only one DPS option. Gourmet, only support option. He heals. He obviously heals. I don't think these 3 heal, but I tried it with them, and my tank set of gear was healing. So yeah, I didn't even bother, just because, like I said, they hit really hard. So I didn't even fucking bother with it. So that's all we're gonna go up to. That's as far as I was able to make. I don't think I can get anything else done unless a few months from now. Honestly, yeah, that's all I see is a few months from now. The difficulty spike is just too high. Maybe if I really tried and banged my head on a wall, I might be able to do this with blue heroes only. So game is fucking bugging out like crazy. You would obviously need Kisho. You can't bring in a fucking support because Gourmet's the only support and he heals. That's blue. Let's see if she heals. Doesn't sound like a very good support character. What does she do that supports? She does damage. And then does damage and does damage. Wow. She might be able to bring her. I don't really know what she has to offer. She doesn't look like she offers anything. And then this Tsukiyama, I believe, heals as well. He might be good though to debuff. He can't be debuffed. And add a shield. Yeah, he'll put a shield on himself so he can't be debuffed. He can taunt for 5 seconds, so if he's really tanky, he might be able to taunt, which is good. And he's got a stun, and yeah, if he gets his passive off, he's gonna heal though, so you can't bring him because he heals. So you just don't have a support option to bring except for Akira, but I don't know what she has to offer. So Kisho, possibly Akira, and Shinohara I would think is a must for his stuns. And maybe Kuroiwa for his damage reduction shield, or Amon. I don't think Amon heals. Taunt, damage, reduce damage for the team. Is it reduced damage for the team? Reduces damage received by 50%. Is it 50% normally? It just said, yeah, it doesn't say. Oh, down at the bottom it does. It just reduces his damage though, so luckily his first skill is a taunt. That lasts 5 seconds it says, so you can have this up. You can have a taunt up 24/7, so maybe he might be able to hold aggro, but you get hit really hard, so maybe Amon, Kisho, and Shinohara to help stun. I don't know. Other than that, you're not going to be able to bring your tank set of gear because that counts as a heal just from auto attacking and shit. And then this one is win with Bikaku only. Bikaku. What is Bikaku? Why can't I think? Bikaku is blue, I believe. Yeah, it's blue. So that's what. Yeah, that's the stage we were talking about, right? Or was it this one? Win with Kokaku. I honestly... Oh, right here. Kokaku is blue. Bikaku is yellow. Okay, yeah. Luckily, that bug just panned out working well. This one's just not possible. You got to keep everybody above 30%. 40%. And you have to bring Noro. Shachi. Probably. And I don't think there's... Tataro's fucking worthless. He's not going to do anything. Let's check the new yellow characters. Maybe Shinohara. Maybe you'll be able to nuke him down with triple DPS of Shachi. Yeah, that's your only fucking option. Are you kidding me? Shachi, Shinohara, Noro. Maybe you can just nuke everybody down with that combo. Dojima, maybe, to tank. I honestly don't know how you're... I don't know. I don't know about stage 6 and 7 onwards. I can't see what 7.5 is. This one is just too hard. I brought my main team and I couldn't do it. I obviously Arima heals, so it's really late, so you can't not bring him. And then I couldn't even do it in under 60 seconds. Maybe if I went back and tried it I might be able to, but it's getting too hard at that point for my Noro to do. So yeah, other than that, I'm gonna go do my dailies and then go to bed. Well, actually, I'm gonna close Nox and redo it because this glitch is fucked. But yeah, hope that helps some of you guys. Thank you for listening to my rants, because I know I ranted a bit, but honestly, overall, I'm enjoying the game, the state of the game where it's at now. I really am. I think they took a giant giant step in the right direction from where they were when I quit playing. I was honestly ready to just put the game down and never come back, but they sent me an email with patch notes. I don't know why, because I wasn't making videos for them anymore. Not that I ever was making it for them, but I wasn't covering their game anymore. But it looked interesting, and the people in my Discord were talking about it, so got me slightly interested in it again. And I'm glad that I came back to play, because it's definitely a lot better where it's at. Tokyo Search every 2 weeks, I believe, is really good. These festivals are really cool. Some of the ideas that they've added is really cool. I love the idea of hero mode. I love that the rewards aren't the same crap as always, like diamond. Well, they are pretty much the same, but instead of getting character shards, you're getting awesome the character gear and a way to upgrade it to 5-star for free, which is pretty cool because this shit takes a long time to fucking save up. I've been playing this since the patch came out, and I spent all my tokens in here on the Ixa, the actual Ixa. I think you can only buy it once. Yeah, it's sold out down here, so that was 10k. And then I bought the Ixa Essence, enough to get it to 5-star, and then enough of these tokens to get it to red. And I just got it to red yesterday, so I don't know how long its patch has been out for. 3 weeks, I want to say. 3 to 4 weeks. Took me that long to max out one person's gear, and a lot of it was buying this shit, because I think you need 10 of these total. So that's 25,000 of these tokens to get it to 5-star. So it's really nice to be able to do it into story mode and pretty much get it to 5-star for free. It didn't take me too long to get it from white to red. Probably only like 4 or 5 days, maybe a little longer than that, maybe a week or so, week and a half. But yeah, I like it. It sucks because I really want to get Yamari his gear, but not going to be fucking possible, because you have to 3-star everything to get it, and this stage is impossible. I mean, maybe it is to 2-star it. I wish that you can go and 2-star it, like no HP recovery, and finish it, and then go back and do it in 60 seconds. Like, they should do that. Trying to get all 3 of them in one go is just, it makes it really hard. I don't know if they changed it and you're able to do that now, but before you had to get all 3 in one go. So I'm assuming that's what it still is, and it's too hard. Hopefully one day I'll get Yamari's players, because I really like Yamari. He's a great character in the game, especially for PvP modes. And I like the rewards added, especially the first 3 chapters. Once you complete them, you get to max out her gear to 5-star, and she's such a really good character. Everybody has her. Everybody probably uses her, unless you maybe replaced her. Unless you maybe replaced her with the new Hinami, which I don't blame you. But if you missed her like I did, or even still, I mean, both of them could be useful for the new PvP mode, because you need 18 characters for this mode. So yeah, you could easily go about using two of her, one on each of your 2 out of 3 teams. But yeah, so yeah, I like the patch. I like it. Hopefully I'm gonna continue videos with the game. I did stop making them and get fairly lazy, but I stopped to play a bunch of horror games in October, and then after that I just kind of got lazy, fell out of it because I wasn't doing them. But yeah, if the video helped you out, let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.